Today we are just going to quickly go over how to create your gesture poses or your gesture drawings of the human figure by just using contour lines and basic shapes in order to do them. Remember, when we are doing gesture drawings are quick. They look very dynamic, meaning that the poses are look like there's movement to them, and we're not trying to do a perfect execution of a human figure. We're just trying to get the basic shapes and the basic movement of it. So when I start my figure drawings, what I do is I always start with the head. Remember, the head, think about it, is an oval shape. Depending on which way your head is facing, or the viewer or the model's head is facing, or the reference photos, we'll decipher if your chin is pointed down or your chin is pointed up. It's really up to you. So when I first start my gesture drawing, I do my head, as I said, and I just make an oval shape because I'm just doing a quick gesture drawing and the person is looking straight on. So I usually sometimes even take my marker and I'll just, quickly make that shape before I actually put it on paper. And then what I do is I just apply it, okay? So all you have to do is a quick circle. After I do that, I usually think about how the body is set up. So is the body just standing up straight? Is it sitting? And I create those lines in order to kind of guide my drawing. So what I do is I look at the spine first. So from the neck all the way to the waist, I think about what shape is that. And I know that my person who I'm going to be drawing right now is just standing. So I'm just going to make one line. And this kind of defines the shape of the pose that this person's in. If they were maybe leaning on something, it would be a little bit more slanted to the side, but they're just standing up straight. After I do that, I always take a line and I create the shoulders. So if the shoulders are straight, obviously you would put them straight. Maybe sometimes shoulders might be shrugged a little bit. So I just make a quick line for the shoulders. After I do that, I go down to my waist, so where are the hips? And I usually just make a quick line. And then after that, I think about what are the positions of my legs, or the viewer's or the model's legs. And I create that, okay? So I'm just using basic lines and basic shapes in order to create the beginning of my gesture drawing. After I do that, I'm going to go back up. I'm going to make my neck. Okay, the neck kind of goes a little bit down a little bit. I'm also going to start thinking about the shoulders. Shoulders are a joint, okay, and I usually like to define them by making circles, but you don't have to. I then think about my arms. So what's the shape of the arms? Maybe they're up, maybe they're just down. And after that, I'm just going to start to think about how can I define these arms a little bit more rather than just looking like a line. I'll start to create. Okay, and the more practice you have with this, the better your figure will look. Okay, then I'm going to define my person's waist. Okay, I'll do the legs as well. You can always do a circle for the kneecap. Okay, remember, you might have a lot of lines on this because it is a gesture drawing, so that means we are just doing this quickly. It's not supposed to be perfect. Remember, with contour lines, we weren't really focused too much on what we were drawing. We were just looking at what we're seeing. Okay, so these are just the basic shapes to kind of get you started with how to create a human figure. It doesn't have to be perfect. Mine is nowhere near perfect, but you can get the idea of this person is in some sort of moving pose, right? And that's what we're going to really be focusing on, just getting that dynamic movement to show through.